Hello and welcome to this Yoga Nidra. My name is Caley Alyssa, and these are sacred practices of connection. Today's Nidra will be about 40 minutes, and it is done lying down. Gather any props that you might want to prepare yourself a warm and comfortable Yoga Nidra space. And as you get all snuggled in, making sure that your arms, legs, fingers, and toes are all uncrossed. Set a resolve to remain aware of my voice. Use it as an anchor when you dip in and out of consciousness to continuously bring you back to the practice. A rope that tethers you to source. This practice today revolves around exploring balance within the glandular system, an extraordinary network that regulates vital processes in the body via the release of specialized chemicals called hormones. One such gland, the pineal gland, regulates your body's circadian rhythms, your sleeping cycles. It signals the body when it's time to sleep and when it's time to wake. This practice asks that you dance on the edge of sleeping and wakefulness, and that you seek to access a realm where you're connected to both states of being at the same time. The practice of Yoga Nidra begins now. Invite your thinking mind to rest. And request the part of you that does opens to the experience of the effortlessness of being. Knowing that in this moment, there's absolutely nothing to do, only to be. And in releasing the invisible urge to constantly do, you create space for yourself to expand energetically, to become less constrained, less contained, and to swell with sensationality of the connection of your body's felt experience. And by experiencing the sensational qualities of being, and by witnessing these sensations in your body, you begin to draw awareness to the difference between you and your body-mind. Between stored information, long marinated in the potent juices of past experience, and the infinite and timeless existence of your being. In this expansive and effortless state, you're more able to become completely immersed in the body's breathing experience. And to become drenched fully in breath. Allowing the ephemeral quality of the air element to move through you and to move all around you. Not needing to control or alter the breath in any way. Not needing to do anything. Simply observe the ease with which your body breathes. It is through the experience of breathing that past memories and future plans dissolve, leaving only complete absorption in this exact present moment experience. And without changing any part of the breath, simply feel that as you inhale, the breath pools and fills down into the base of the pelvis and into your reproductive organs, moving up to the kidneys and pancreas, further into the throat and thyroid, and all the way up into the brain, where the Pituitary, hypothalamus, and Pineal glands live. And simply observe that as you exhale, the breath reverses its path through the body, moving down from the brain to the throat, to the kidneys, and finally down into the reproductive organs. Continuing to observe the breath move in this way. Like a gentle breeze caressing each one of your organs and glands as it delicately passes through your body. And now pull all of your attention to your heart. Notice the quality of its presence within you. Lingering here with the intention to explore and to unearth your sankalpa. Conjuring up whatever it is that your heart most desires in this moment. Or perhaps a quality that you deeply wish to embody. Allow whatever presents itself. And once it arrives, reframe it into a statement that assumes this longing has already been met, this desire satisfied, this quality manifest within you. For example, I am healed, I am loved, I am wildly successful. Now repeat your sankalpa silently 3 times to yourself. Allow yourself to feel the energetic waves of your sankalpa and let it carry your awareness with great discernment from your heart down into your reproductive organs. More specifically, either the testes or the ovaries, whichever are physically present in your body. And if neither are, simply focus on this area. Trace the rounded and spherical shapes of these small organs with your mind's eye. Observe their texture, thickness, and feel into the alchemical contents that these tiny organs hold. Essentially, the building blocks for all human life. Notice the presence of chemical hormones, which regulate their production. It's here that your body determines when it's safe to create new life and when the body may need more nourishment and care in order to do so. And expand your awareness to include the soft tissues that these organs rest in. Like the paper-thin shell of an egg resting in its carton. Perfectly molded to hold and protect its precious contents. And what might it feel like for these organs, these glands, to be in complete balance? What signals might they be transmitting to spread the message of restoration and equilibrium, and to restore harmony within your body? And consciously move your awareness from your sex organs in the pelvic area up towards the bean-shaped kidneys and their small triangular-shaped adrenal glands, resting on either side of your spine, just below your ribs and behind your belly. The belly acting as a living shield to protect these vital organs. And together, this dynamic pair help to regulate cortisol levels, which impacts your ability to respond to stress. Allow yourself to feel into the quality of these organs, their shape and texture, and their capacity to determine your body's ability to respond to stress. And can you relate to what it might feel like to be unbalanced in this area? To be unable to respond to stress in a healthy way? And can you relate to what it might feel like to not only have the capacity to respond, but for that capacity to be further supported by each of the elements needed in order to do so? And furthermore, recognizing your conscious decision to invite in balance through a commitment to cultivating those specific tools. Now, can you expand your awareness from the kidney space up the torso of your body and arriving just above the lungs at your trachea? Picture this hollow tube protected by rings of cartilage that transports the breath from the external environment to the internal, that breathes air into the body. It's here that the thyroid gland lives, a butterfly-shaped gland with two lobes on either side of the trachea, just below the hyoid bone. Observe the quality of this gland, its texture, its shape. This gland produces specific hormones that balance the body's metabolism, heart, digestion, brain development, and bones. And can you observe whatever might be out of balance here? And consciously, as you feel it, sense it shifting back into a beautifully harmonious homeostasis. And can you relate to what it might feel like to be in complete balance here? And expanding your awareness as you move through the trachea, up into the neck, and into the mouth, and through the nasal cavities, and finally arriving in the brain. Locating your pituitary gland, a pea-sized gland at the base of the brain, just behind the bridge of your nose. And just above it, the hypothalamus gland, the communication center for the pituitary. Together, these two glands influence all of the others. They are the master glands. Feel into the quality of their existence. Observe their shape and texture. And sense the ways with which they relate to one another. Their integral and intimate relationship. And their sole purpose to create harmony within the entire glandular system and to maintain overall balance within the body. Listen closely here for messages being communicated. What are you able to discern? And now expand your awareness a little further into the center of the brain and back into the space between the two largest ventricles, locating your pineal gland. The potential of this tiny pinecone-shaped gland is not yet fully understood. Although we do know that it produces melatonin and regulates sleeping cycles. The mysterious veil shrouding this tiny but powerful gland is cautiously being drawn back, revealing that through its total activation, it produces derivatives of DMT, resulting in complete transcendental, out-of-body experiences. Feel into the state of your pineal gland. Observe its textures, shape, energetic presence. And ask that your pineal gland be fully activated now. Ask that complete harmony be restored within you. That a perfect balance be revived and reinstated. Acknowledging the extreme splendor and wisdom that the subtleties of this entire glandular system holds. Its ability to bring the whole entire body into its greatest experience of balance. And with this recognition comes an opening to freedom and expansion. Expansion revealed beyond your physical container, beyond any known measurement, into the infinite and fruitful expanse of darkness, the origin of all creation, from which light emerges. And in this state of supreme dissolution and complete connectedness, you can now observe how the breath becomes air. Notice how it gently billows all around you. Observe how it effortlessly moves through you. And how it playfully explores the space within you. Weightless, effortless, and curious. With what senses and how can you relate to the quality of the breath? What does it feel like to be heavy? Like your body was weighted down, difficult to move. And what does it feel like to be light? To be unburdened and weightless, elevated. Release these feelings and return your awareness to your pineal gland. What does it feel like to be restricted? To feel limited or held back in some way? Bound by barriers, either real or imagined? And what does it feel like to be free? To move like the air and be whatever, whenever, and however you like. Release this feeling and return your awareness to your pineal gland. What does it feel like to be isolated, secluded, and alone? Far away from the people and the things that give you meaning. And what does it feel like to be connected? To experience oneness with nature, your community, your closest relationships. To be connected. And experience the connectedness of this brilliant glandular system that governs your entire body via an unspoken agreement to maintain harmony and promote balance within. Visualize this entire system from root to tip, from sex organs to kidneys and pancreas, from thyroid to pituitary gland and hypothalamus, and finally to your pineal gland. And visualize the whole system together. Acting as one. Communicating with the silent language of chemicals. Working together to ensure your highest experience of health. And now, reconnecting to your sankalpa. Allow it to resurface in your heart like a bubble of air rising through water towards the atmosphere. And as it arrives, acknowledging its presence by silently repeating it to yourself 3 times. Your creation statement is your umbilical cord, connecting you to the universe, providing you with all of the necessary components needed to grow and transform and thrive. And along with its arrival comes the divine experience of feeling wholeness. And the sensation of complete balance. And the ecstasy of ultimate harmony. Slowly begin to reawaken your body as the practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. Allow yourself to move however you want to. And as you invite in movement, you begin to integrate all parts of you back into your space. Notice the clothing against your skin. Observe the air in the room. Allowing your body to slowly regain consciousness. And begin to move both of your hands, placing one on top of the other at your heart center. In this position, a reminder that you are deeply connected to yourself, to nature, and to the universe of creation. Allowing a wave of gratitude to wash over you for this experience. For giving yourself this priceless gift. And remember this feeling. Hari Om, Tat Sat, Namaste.